Hey, it's Chuck here back with Milton Daily Homes, and I've had to redo this video like 5 times because my phone keeps ringing. So I put it on vibrate, and anyhow, let's get right to today's list. There's 10 properties. Not sure how I feel about today's list, but let's get started and see what happens. I'll let you be the judge. So Costigan's the first one. It's Suite 302. It's at 274.9. Maintenance fees are 233, and they're very basic. I mean, there's no pool here. I'm not even sure if there's a gym. And so you've got some hardwood floors, kitchen. I mean, you can tell the layout just from the photos here. Granite counters, big slab of granite right there. And I would prefer on a 2-bedroom to have the 2 full bathrooms. So this one just has the one. Now the one thing that I look at is, remember the house we profiled yesterday? This is the backyard. One of these is the backyard for that one. So you can see what it's like from the building's perspective to overlook those. Okay, so there you go. We mentioned the maintenance fees. It includes 1 parking space. And 620 Ferguson is next one. It's at 287, and so it's a 2-bedroom, 2 washroom. But 1 washroom is right when you walk in your front door, and then you've got nothing on the 2nd story, and they have 1 bathroom on the 3rd story. And it's an end unit. And white kitchen, again, decent. Everything looks good here. It looks clean. It looks tidy. That room looks a little small, but I have a feeling it's the angle on that one. So there's your balcony, and you're overlooking 2 stories, which I think is nice. You know, if I'm not mistaken, you're probably looking out onto Ferguson there. So the big thing with this one is, well, not the big thing. It's at 287, but remember you've got a $46.88 charge per month, which is really like on a mortgage having $10,000 extra on a mortgage. So I compare this one to like a 297 kind of home. I think that's the accurate comparison, because the Mattamy ones don't have that extra fee, and so we want to compare apples to apples, the 3 stories, just like this one here on Hasselfeld. So for all intents and purposes, I look at these as being the same price, but someone who doesn't know about those well, they're condo fees, the $46, may say, well, that's a better deal, or this and that. They're actually the same price. So because most people are concerned about what comes out of my pocket every month. That's the big thing. So $299 for this one. Very surprising to see this, and I'm sure it's not in 10 out of 10 rocking condition, but it's for this price. I mean, these models sell at 310. I mean, that's a normal price for these ones, and it looks good. And this is my favorite layout of this one here too, with the 2 bedrooms upstairs, because the 3 is a little bit small, and it's an end unit too. So between the 2, I think it's a really tough choice. I'd probably lean on this one a little bit more. So Zielinski is at 389.9, and so it's got 2-car parking in the driveway, and the 3-bedroom, 3-washroom. Carpet inside, so it's a Fernridge, 1664 square feet. It's a semi-detached, and really one of the things that pushes the value up on this one is the finished basement. So when you total up the finished square footage, you're looking at potentially over 2,000 square feet. And if that's the case, there have been some semis that have been selling in the high 3s for that amount, you know, and you've got a pretty decent pie-shaped lot too. So I get where they're pricing. I think originally when we profiled this one, I kind of felt it was a little bit high, but I'm sort of coming around on it, and I think there's some good things here that could really keep you in the home for a very long time. Not having to finish the basement, having a bigger piece of land, that has staying power. And if you can stay in a home for an extra 3 or 4 years, why wouldn't you? Okay, so Grant Way is the next one. It's at 4099, 4-bedroom, 3-washroom. And so we have the 3rd contender in the Battle of Grant Way. We had 2 yesterday. Here's 1 more. And so this is actually the same layout as one of them, the 2,100 square foot one that we saw yesterday. So there's the kitchen, all white, which again, I mean, it may or may not gel with everyone, but big open rooms, laminate floors. They got a gas fireplace, and then you've got this big open concept room here. So it really doesn't feel like a townhouse, and it's an end unit, but it really feels like a detached home. 9-foot ceilings, all the rest of it. And I've seen inside this home, and I think it shows relatively well. So 409. Again, I mean, they're going to have to justify why they're asking 10,000 more than the one yesterday. But in some ways, I think that is justified. So 154 Weston's at 414,888, and 3 bedroom, 3 washroom. And when you look inside this one, I think there's a lot of really nice things. And I've seen this one in person too. So you've got nice bamboo hardwood floors, and everything is just put together. This is how you do photos. This is a very good photographer. The agent knows what she's doing, so it's all good. Gas fireplace here. And so there's the window that opens up to the kitchen. So you've got kitchen plus an eat-in. There's the front of the house, and then you've got the family back here too. The fire's going like very, very nice. So I like it a lot. And you've got a bit of a peak ceiling in the family room too. And the backsplash here, I think, is a real wow factor. And upstairs, what you don't see in these photos is the closet in the master. They put this great organizer unit. It's a really fantastic look. I think the whole house is move-in ready. It's a lovely home, and you are linked by the foundation on this side. And I think they've really put a lot of care into this home. 1,800 square feet. So Holland Rake is at 507. And so it's around 2,100 square feet. The name escapes me. Double car garage. It's a 3 bedroom, which can be a little bit tricky. It's a relist as well. Lighter sort of honey-colored hardwood floors. A little bit dark photo. That doesn't draw you in very much, I find. There's your kitchen. Okay, so again, color choices may or may not gel with what we consider the sort of modern current buyer. There's a little bit of a room just off to the side in the back. It could be used as an office. Very, very handy space. Upgraded countertops here. And they finished the basement, really. So it says basement apartment. You gotta be careful when you use that language, because an official apartment has actually been approved by the municipality. So what we prefer to call them is second suites or in-law suites, and then let people figure out on their own if it's able to be warranted. So the no mirror above here, which I think is kind of unusual, and it looks like the laundry is in the bathroom here. So there you go. I think there's double garage at 507 is certainly attractive, especially when you mix in the finished basement. It may just mean that you have to do a bit of work inside the house to make it your own. 1207 Field, big home here. So you've got the 3 bathrooms upstairs, plus you've got the powder room, so a total of 4 bathrooms. 579.5, and again, you may not expect miracles in here. Parquet floor. A lot of people, it doesn't really gel with them. Granite sinks, which I don't know what that means, if it's all the one piece in the bathroom. Yeah, I mean, over 3,000 square feet for 580 is a very, very strong thing. And we're seeing more of those. Your chances of getting 3,000 or more square feet under 600, I mean, it's real. It's actually, that whole price range is kind of flatlined a little bit over the last little while. Guelph Line is at 895. And there was a time when Guelph Line had horses coming down. That's it, right? So this property is very, very close. It's 1,658 square feet, or 1,658 feet deep, 445 wide, but it's like 15 feet from the road, and there's cars that really zip on here. So that's the unfortunate thing, is I wish the house was set back, a couple hundred feet, and there's lots of space on the lot to do that, but unfortunately we can't do that. It's a very, it's an older home that wouldn't really work very well. Looks like there's some farming uses. The trim, everything has been done in this home. It looks absolutely lovely. And so even the kitchen here and the dining, and you've got a little bit of a pantry right here, gas fireplace, great looking home. Bathroom, everything is all set up. So very nice looking home. 895. I really can't comment. It's over 2,000 square feet, but it's just such a unique home that I really can't say, how it's valued. So the last one is 1.6 million, 4315 Random Acres, and so we've got, it's around fifth line, 25 side road. And that looks like a computer generated model. This one's been for sale a couple times, and they've upgraded all the trim, everything around the windows is all done. That green backsplash, when someone's paying 1.6 million, I've seen homes lose out because of one little detail, because people can afford to be picky in that price range. So I don't know if that would be the perfect backsplash for everyone who sees this home. Built-ins, Same thing with that stuff there. I think it caters to a little bit more unique taste, but the windows are absolutely lovely. I love the peak ceiling here. You have, in total, including the finished walkout basement, about 10,000 square feet of space in this home. And when you look at that on a per square foot basis, I actually think the price isn't too bad. So 5 bedroom, 5 washroom. If you want a massive home, triple car garage, and enough to probably put your whole neighborhood in, then go check this home out. In the meantime, have yourself a great day and enjoy the weather, and I'll be back tomorrow with more Milton Daily Homes. Bye for now.